Hello everybody, welcome to the video. We are gonna jump over to
How
Anya.
is everyone doing? So
She's
good
gonna
to
make
see
the
you.
intro and I'll come back later.
How
Enjoy the
is
intro. This is
Draw by
gonna
Nature
give you some
doing? How
context.
is that what the what? A warm welcome to you guys. I know that my light is
I'll
not
take a
the
quick
best,
break while
but
while
we will
the
do
intro,
with what we
because
have at
I
the
already
moment.
know what Anya is going to explain.
Um, yeah, um, so basically, I am just going to explain a little bit the context. I guess some of you already know. Chilling in Stocky Stream and mention to raid. Ah, that's so cute. Don't worry, but it's so nice of you. Thanks. Um, so just here we go. Just wondering if the music is. Oh, nice. You don't even hear the music now. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, good. So we have a bug here, but all good. We will fix that another time. We don't really need the music now. So, um, yeah, I think I have to invest in a better light for sure. Um, okay. So let's have a look at the project that we are talking about, right? So I guess we have been working, and most of you guys, I think, have been seeing that we've been working on um, this web app, which is around citizen participation in the city of Köln in Germany, where you basically can decide to contribute by sharing some ideas. Good evening, Tassilo. Hello. Hey, Rockstar Rudra. How are you doing? Good. So far, so good. Thank you so much. Excited to start this session today. So I'm just gonna give the rough presentation. And basically, if you want to contribute to making the city a better place, here you can, I guess, zoom in and say, hey, I live here. You know what? I actually want to improve this green area here. And then you could add an idea somewhere on the map with an explanation of what you suggest. And then other people can comment on it and vote on it or like clap on it. And the idea ultimately would be that you would be able to ultimately to directly transfer suggestions to the local administration for improvements. And now here's the thing. So far, it's a relatively traditional web app, I would say. But because Crusader and I were quite fond of the whole blockchain sphere and decentralized web, we actually right away wanted to suggest or were thinking about which are the parts that we potentially could do using a blockchain. So basically, the first idea that came to mind of Crusader, which who will be joining us in just a minute, was to put the voting system on a blockchain. To do so, basically, there's a lot of research that we need to do, and we need to experiment because it's all pretty new, and we haven't done this just yet, right? Um, but basically, we thought about the Cosmos ecosystem. So at the moment, you probably think, and don't worry, guys, we're gonna get into like more workshopy topic soon, but just to present for anyone who doesn't know yet, the Cosmos ecosystem. Let's say take a blockchain like Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? So I think many people in the meantime have heard about Ethereum. One thing that is holding back Ethereum a little bit is that everything kind of happens just on one blockchain, and the blockchain called Ethereum. And I know that they're gonna they're gonna upgrade to ETH 2.0 and change some stuff and everything, but it is kind of holding it back because you could compare it a little bit as on the internet having just one website. You would have just one website and you would try to put all the content on that one website, so to say. I mean, it's a very, very simplified comparison, but I think it kind of works. So it makes it very difficult to scale it and kind of impractical, right? So the idea behind Cosmos is that they have provided for a blockchain ecosystem in which anyone who wants to can just use Starport, which we have the tab open here with the guide, which is kind of a framework for you to easily spin up your own blockchain. Supposedly easily, we'll see if it's that easy. um, and basically, your blockchain has already a lot of features that, amongst others, will allow it to like communicate via the inter-blockchain communication protocol with other blockchains that already exist in the ecosystem. And you can see that here there's like, well, okay, there's 253 apps, so I guess, apps and services. So I guess most of them have their own blockchain. Doesn't necessarily have to be because there's also the kind of mother blockchain here, the Cosmos Hub. Maybe there's some stuff there, but most of the time they will have their own blockchain. So you see there's a lot of projects in development, and there's definitely, I think, over a dozen projects that are live, and most of them already communicating between each other via the IBC transfer protocol, so to say. Let me see a little bit what the chat says. Yeah, he needs exactly. Someone wants him to put his cat costume. All right. Hello, One Punch Mac. It's nice to see you. Very nice to see you. It's going good. UTC 6. Oh my God. Utah. It's good to see you. Dorito, I love your name. Love your name. Someone recommended. That's very nice. Thank you so much. Um, definitely. Very warm thanks for the recommendation. So yeah, having come to this point, I just wanted to ask chat or anyone around. By the way, oh my God, I've muted myself. Okay, I am in the Discord. Mm, what I don't understand what's happening there. My Discord is kind of weird today, but I have unmuted myself in the Discord. And if anyone would want at some point to hop in and make some comment in the Discord, I have made sure, preparing before the stream, that we will actually hear you on stream. So everything can happen in the Discord now. It makes it much easier. Um, so yeah, so basically this is one reason why we thought of going for the Cosmos ecosystem to try, like we don't know. We haven't ever used Starport. We haven't ever built our own blockchain from scratch. So we don't really know exactly where the adventure takes us, but we're very excited to discover. However, I do want to mention maybe just at least just one other ecosystem that also has kind of a we kind of want to go for ecosystems that already have this mindset of inter-blockchain communication because
Hello.
we feel
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. But Polkadot, I mean, I assume you have to work in Rust, and I mean Rust is really it's machine closed. You start handling memory and have to collect your garbage by yourself. And so thank you so much, Anya, for the lovely introduction. Are you done? Have we talked about other proposals yet? And sorry for barging in. I drank a a whole box of sauerkraut juice, I had to take care of something else. So thanks for waiting for me. Yep. If you're interested in Crowfall, check out my website at crusaderw.com. Here you're gonna find all the resources you need about Crowfall, including a character planner, class guides, race guides, all the domains, and other useful guides. You also get a 10% discount code, a lot of useful articles, all the links to my socials and other useful stuff, including a link to my YouTube channel where I'm regularly publishing videos. Please go over there, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell if you want to get notified about new content. Drop by on Twitch if you want to watch me play the game, want to answer questions to me live. Sometimes I stream with a delay. I'm having highly sensitive PvP stuff. My browser if I can, I'm going to stream without a delay so I can answer your questions in a timely manner. And of course, you might want to check out my Twitter. And give me a second. Give me a second. The video. Nah. Okay, I fixed it. I fixed it. If I can, I'm gonna sound without a delay so I can answer your questions in a timely manner. Okay, wait, I'm not really WebSockets Web3 library. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really want to look much into front end. I hope that you guys take care of that. I want to make sure that we have like a node running, that we have a setup that everybody can get his node off the blockchain running, and we can collectively just develop our stuff. I think I'm really gonna dig more into the whole deep blockchain aspects and how do we do the voting and which tools and which objects do we use to realize that. So, but Web3, I mean, I heard that before in a blockchain context, so I think it's a good fit. Yeah.
Get it. Add. It was audio input capture, audio output.
What?
Crusader?
Me? People can't hear you? Me?
Yeah,
because I'm also trying to figure out if people can hear you on my stream. Say something, please.
Yes, hello. Here I am.
Okay,
Sorry
now it
about
works.
the
Perfect.
now. Okay, now here we go.
On your side, is everything working on your side?
It's fine. It's fine.
Perfect.
It's
then
fine.
let's go. Cool. Fix it as well.
Okay. He is alive. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're not completely prepared, but we're doing stuff on the fly. We just like to have fun in life and do things as they come. So, Is it already time that I talk a bit about like the Cosmos ecosystem and why I like it and why I think the building a blockchain on the Cosmos SDK is a good idea
Yeah,
at
definitely.
the
Just
moment.
a thing. So Benzi says it's totally his type of content. He is SDET. I don't know what that is. Who happens to give a thing for blockchain and crypto. Awesome. Very, very great to have you on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that browser over there so I also have chat. Okay, now I'm happy. Can you write something? Just making sure chat works. All right.
Should I check you on YouTube then? Are you on YouTube?
Yes, I'm on YouTube. So I'd say you just jump over to.
Can you tell me which channel?
I'm gonna send you a
Oh.
link. Give me a second.
Ah, no, it's fine. I see you. All good. Oh, I see you and I see me. That's awesome.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
here we go. I hope. Oh my God, I will meet. There we go.
Put it in full screen and then we're good to go.
Yeah, you can start. It's fine. I will improve
Put it in
that.
full screen. Are you in full screen? Are you sure?
Well,
All right. So, yeah.
if I do it in full screen, I won't see the chat, so that's a bit shit. No, but go ahead. It's fine. There we go. Perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna look at chat. Or I'll try. No, I'm actually trying to. Anyhow, let's talk about Cosmos. So,
So there's a question already from chat.
right.
Why build on Cosmos, over say Solana or Algorand?
Because I haven't looked into Solana and Algorand, and I've been following Cosmos for several years now. Back when I lived in Berlin, I think that was somewhere between 5 and 7 years ago, I went to a conference where Gavin Wood basically just wrote the white paper about Polkadot and made a talk about it. And he said, like, yeah, look, we are starting to build it, and in a couple of years we can play around a bit with the prototypes. And I went there because of Polkadot, and I actually by accident also heard of a talk of one of the founders of Cosmos, and they basically had they could do the same stuff that Polkadot does, but they went it they're doing it a bit differently. And back then, I mean, I was already reading into blockchain papers for a couple of years. I thought like, actually this called Cosmos approach isn't bad either. But I was focused, totally focused and hyped on Polkadot. But now that I see how far the Cosmos system has evolved, so to actually do the loop back to your question is, I have followed Cosmos actively over the years, what they're doing and how it intrinsically works. So I'm able to do the architecture work on Cosmos, on what was it, Algorand or Solana. I heard about the chains, I know about the hype, but I haven't looked into them. So there we would really start from complete zero, and I'm just like, yeah, I have no idea how we can build this with this, if it's even a good fit for that. So if there are some guys of you who say, hey, actually, I think this is a good fit as well, I'd love to look into those blockchains as well. So I'm inviting you to maybe do like a prepare a presentation. I mean, you don't have slides or something. You just look for material that explaining why it's good, and then you explain to us why it's good. And this is amazing because then all of us learn about that new ecosystem. I mean, I'm very, very, very curious, and if we are enough people, we can even split up in two teams who some work on this and some work on that. I mean, in the end, everybody should do what he wants to do and brings him fun. So we're very open here. But I mean, I just thought if we can talk about stuff, we can talk about stuff. I mean, you can also hop into the Discord and explain something about Solana and the other thing later. And I thought I'm gonna just explain Cosmos now. Back to you, Anja.
I mean, just yeah, exactly. We actually asked us that question, so those are very valid comments and questions. So thanks for asking. And actually, I was gonna say, just like Banzi said, Solana has been offline over 12 hours yesterday. We did see
Oh
that
yeah,
actually.
that that
Um,
if I could just say for a second, that brings me to another argument. On Cosmos, we have our own blockchain. Like we can run nodes and then the blockchain is on. Like we control if our blockchain fails or not. If you build, if I hear that, that means Solana in a way still is
a one blockchain thing.
like yeah, the still centralized in a blockchain sense, where Cosmos is decentralized. Like on Cosmos, every project can have its own blockchain, and what the Cosmos ecosystem built is an inter-blockchain communication where you can communicate. Like you can send. They have a project now where you can trade ERC20 tokens for below 1 cent transaction fees. For just for example, and that this is its own chain. It has its own coin, but it can communicate with other chains, and that's the very important part. And it seems like that is a weakness of Solana, because they seem to have copied the Ethereum approach on how to build a blockchain, like one big supercomputer, one mega chain that computes everything, and it's just congested. It's too much. Anya, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess maybe, yeah, well, no. I was gonna also play a little bit the devil's advocate, because we're talking about Cosmos. And I mean, there are pros to it. I think Christian has already like presented some. But there's definitely I see that there's a huge lag on your YouTube stream. Just so you know, you're still talking there. So
That's true, yeah.
the lag is quite enormous. So I don't know if you can share also on Discord, so that would be a bit quicker, but that's probably a bit too much for a network. I don't know. Um, but anyways, I was gonna say the disadvantage, in my opinion, of
Actually,
of
yeah, I'm gonna activate my screen sharing on Discord. Let's do that.
okay, awesome.
I think
Let's
our
do that.
connection, let's see what our connection can do.
Yeah, let's see
Because
what it can
then I
handle.
can also do this one.
Um, yeah, and what I was gonna, oh yeah, I don't know. Discord seems to be, let's see, I hope that I can see you. Yeah, watch. No, you're not live at all.
It
Okay.
closed it down again. I have to.
So I was gonna say, the advantage of Cosmos is you can create your own blockchain. And in my opinion, it's also like
Yep,
partly
it's live in Discord.
it's also partly the problem, because creating your own blockchain, in a way, it implies a lot of things around it, right? If you have your own blockchain, you have to worry about all the things that make a blockchain work, which would be governance, which would be decentralization. You have to make sure that your blockchain is secured decentrally, and also the tokenomics, and yeah, just a lot of things that go with having your own blockchain. So that's a little bit like the disadvantage that probably goes with the advantage, in a way. There are some like partly some part solutions already to that, like a commonly shared security kind of system that you don't have to participate in, but you can participate in. That would be provided by the Cosmos Hub, which is basically the blockchain of the core, like Cosmos team, that is intended to be there to progressively improve the quality of the entire ecosystem and
Yeah.
the services provided.
So maybe I can do a quick explication of the whole um, architecture of the whole chain stuff. So actually, Cosmos is, first of all, it's a product. So it's like a toolkit that is written in Go, as far as I know. And basically the Cosmos SDK is like the base layer where you can build blockchains. And what the Cosmos project did, so the community, they now build Starport. And Starport is basically, I think it takes a lot of the DevOps pain away from you, which is going to be good, very good for me. So I can just, it should be very easy to give you a thing that you can drop somewhere, hopefully a Docker container, and can just run a blockchain and test your stuff locally when you're developing, even offline and stuff. And below the COSMOS SDK, there is the consensus protocol Tendermint, and that's all with the staking and stuff. I read a little bit into it briefly, but I would not to an extent where I would want to explain it right now. But if you guys are interested, we can do a session about that as well. And yeah, so this is what blockchain can do. Anja, do you maybe want to put the Discord video on your stream that I
Yeah,
just
it's
shared
there
with
already.
you? Okay.
It's there already.
But why can't I see myself?
Because you're not on the Discord video somehow.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Confusing. Yeah, the fasting is really making my head a bit fuzzy. All right. So
Nunur's Power says, "Hola, Cosmos to the moon."
oh yeah. I think Cosmos is a very solid ecosystem. There you already see the Thor chain.
Ooh,
Tether,
Thorchain, nice.
Ethereum, Bitcoin.
Yeah, they have a bridge. They have already a bridge.
Yeah.
That's gonna be implemented to Ethereum, because that's the idea, right?
Yeah, they already built that is working. I mean, if you look here on Swift chain, what I can swap. I mean, it's a lot of coins, and a lot of them are ERC20s.
We don't see it. You're still on the Cosmos. You're still on Cosmos as for what we see.
Yeah, put it back. But anyhow, I think let's continue with Cosmos, right? Okay. I'm gonna talk about every little detail while I go through the webpage. I mean, we can also talk about it whenever something comes to mind. So here they just say how many chains they have. That's absolutely good and important, good numbers. Here they talk a bit about the vision, what they want to do, marketplaces, security provider, router, custodian. The currency is called Atom. You can stake it. How much percent do you get at the moment for Atom staking?
10%.
10%.
Approximately.
So it's for the security of the network. Then tool features powerful features are you can swap tokens on several platforms. This is actually out to date. Those Emiris is live. That's actually their swapping platform. Wrapped ETH and BTC. We already have wrapped Ethereum on, or do we have Ethereum itself? Yes, we should have it as well too, right? ETH.
I think we have a pegged system. Yeah. Ethereum is on Swift chain, as far as I know.
Bitcoin is coming. I don't know who is gonna do Bitcoin. You know?
Well, look. To me, this is the Cosmos website, so they are probably talking about their own solution, which is not even the Swift chain one, right? Because they're talking about the gravity bridge and whatever else solution they're doing for. So there will be various solutions, I think, to go from Cosmos to the various different bridges, I think, in the Cosmos ecosystem, which is also kind of cool because you don't want to be limited to one option. And as far as I know, we don't know yet what's potentially like the best solution to do all this. So it's better to have a few than just one.
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, Cyborg, by the way, good to see you too. Yeah, so they're working on cool shit, and now we are that's always a nice argument. It doesn't use proof of work; it uses proof of stake, so you don't have the energy burnage that you have with Bitcoin and all the other proof of work coins. You have fast transaction fees. You have low fees. I mean, if you're in the crypto and you are doing transactions on Ethereum, you know what I'm talking about. It's madness. And this is basically the part where we are interested for the developers. What will we build? So here, what do we build? We want to build a voting system. So actually what we're gonna do, we're gonna directly jump into the documentation. I've already started this up. So this is Starport. Starport is basically, as I understand it, a framework that allows you, that basically builds quality of life functions around the Cosmos SDK. That's what I understand it. Is there any bridge from Luna to Cosmos?
Luna is part
Luna
of the
is
Cosmos.
Cosmos, yeah.
Luna is basically it's a blockchain that has been using, I
Yeah.
believe, Starport even.
I
I'm not
don't know
sure.
if Luna already supports IBC.
No, I don't think yet.
Yeah. So Luna is is a Cosmos project, so it should have relatively easy access to IBC compatibility. They just probably need to upgrade some things, and then they should be there. I make it sound so easy, huh? Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
we'll come. Yeah, okay, and yeah, this is basically then what is Starport. So with just a few commands, we can create a modular blockchain written in Go, scaffold modules, message, we get CRUD operations, we get IBC packets. That's nice. If we build a blockchain, it automatically supports IBC. This means anybody could get like Ethereum through IBC and put it on the Senf Köln site and just donate stuff with real cryptocurrency, because we get that transference and use coins on your own blockchain feature for free. So that's something I'm very, very, very excited about.
Yeah.
Cyborg is asking, he wants to convert his Luna to Atom. Where can he swap?
I think you need to go on CoinGecko, because honestly, I don't know about all the possibilities to swap. So
Yeah.
you need to go on CoinGecko, you look for Luna, and you will see whether there is a pair, I think.
Yeah. And Cyborg, if you don't find a solution or don't want to go through a centralized exchange, just write me a DM on Discord. Then I can look into it those days, and I'm gonna write you back. All right. Yeah, so start a blockchain node in developing while with live reloading, connect other blockchains through IBC, TypeScript and Vue. I mean, you have worked with Vue. I kind of like Vue.
Yeah.
Vuex. So it has everything it needs, and it doesn't seem too complicated. So it's they also advertise it as relatively simple. So I just thought we're gonna have a look into that. And this is basically the whole thing where you install a blockchain or install Starport on your own system. Then you do a little hello world. Then you get some modules, create a block and stuff. Then you will then we will getting deeper into certain use cases and building some examples if we want to, or we just dig into whatever we want to do as well. But I think those 3 steps, just a very simple one, we should do. And now I thought let's start with installing Starport. I'm definitely going to share the link. Anja, can you share the link in your chat as well?
Well, I'm in full screen, so no. Yeah, of course. Of course, of course. Which link should I? From Starport? Yes, sure.
Yeah, actually from that particular site where I'm at the moment.
I can't really read it. The quality is a bit bad. doc.starport.what? Network?
docs.starport.network/guide/install HTML.
Oh, I don't see that. I don't know which website. I don't know. That's not what you're sharing right now. Or is it? And I just don't see it?
It's all the way to the top.
Yeah, of
Wait.
course I know that.
I was looking at the wrong screen again. It's madness. That streaming. Ah, you see it?
It's completely blurred, so I don't see anything.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's a privacy feature.
Docs.starport.network, and then
There you go. I put it in the chat.
thank you.
You're most welcome.
Okay, perfect.
It's madness.
Yeah, Benzi, the right way to say view is actually vue because it's a French word. So what do you want? That's how you should say it, vue. But if I say vue, no one will understand me. T'as vu? I think Nuno's power gets me.
Tu as vu, hein?
T'as vu, man.
Tu as vu?
Okay, so you're gonna do it now? Start?
Yeah, I think so. Let's get.
So share the right screen and then we follow along.
All right, so. Local computer, GNU Linux, Windows. Ah, nice. They also thought about Windows subsystem for Linux. That's my rescue.
Yeah, Benzi, everyone has their way of saying it for sure. It's like translating names of languages.
So, all right. Enter the password. By the way, is anybody with me who is doing this as well, or am I just system 32?
I would, but I can't really. But I really suggest, actually, I really suggest that anyone who wants to, of course, starts like kind of building along. And if there's any questions, just let us know.
Over here, put this over there. Install Go. Do I have Go? Oh no, don't have Go.
Ooh, between interviews, that's fancy. Cool, Benzi. Thanks a lot for the cheer and anonymous cheerer. Always happy to see you around.
So, okay, I'm installing Go. Oh, fuck, and I already get errors.
Can you show that or?
Oh, yes. Actually, in here, I have to stop screen sharing, and I'm gonna share my screen instead of the application. This way, it should be fine. Open it up again as soon as it's ready. I started it.
Cricket noise. Maybe it's too much to take if you share all your screen connection-wise. I don't know. Crickets.
So, I'm downloading the Go for Linux.
Yeah, we don't
package
see
at the
anything.
moment. Oh no, you should see it. Did it stop it again?
I'm wondering whether it's too much. He gone.
Started it again. There you go.
Oh, this is beautiful. I love it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm downloading.
Here we go. That's the kind of string.
So there, I mean, if you want to
like.
see the full link, I can scroll down a bit.
No, but it's cool. It's awesome. Sure.
Okay, so here, download that with wget. Where's the command? This one is what you need to enter, wget and the download link. Then it downloads it, and I already removed that first part here. This basically clears out the the Go, so it deletes every Go version that you have already installed, and this command then basically copies or extracts the files from a compressed archive.
Okay, and so basically you were saying, so we are using Go. We need to Go because
It's a
basically
requirement for Starport.
So the blockchain will be like the code in which the blockchain is basically structured is in Go.
We're gonna learn some Go, yeah, absolutely.
I think my stream quality is
although
suffering a lot.
I think Starport also has a Python version, but since everything in that ecosystem is in Go, if you use the Go packages for it, you usually get the most progress. So if a new feature comes out on Go, you get it the first. So that's why it's a good idea. And Go is a nice language. We're not gonna suffer, in my opinion. So let's unpack that. Permission denied. Perfect. Let's cancel that. And let's do that with sudo. Yes, it's me. Okay, waiting. Nice. So any questions, any things from chat? Are you guys doing the same thing? By the way, who is here from Agile Ventures?
I think Tassilo was there earlier. But I think I've only recognized Tassilo for so far. So,
Okay.
but we have around 30 people watching, so maybe someone has a question or something.
So with this command, with the export path, I basically appended that thing to my so-called path. The path in Linux is basically it's a file where a lot of directories stand, and if you enter a certain command, for example, if you just entered Go, now that it's installed, let's see if it already works by doing Go version.
So Tassilo says, "Hey, I am still."
Hey, Tassilo, nice. So the export command basically told our Linux operating system to watch in this folder user local go bin, where the binaries for the Go are, that I can execute the Go executable from every directory without putting the path as a prefix. So that's what this export line did. And we have Go
Tassilo,
installed.
just a question, just a mention. So Tassilo is in the Discord now, and I just wanted to mention, of course, feel free to ask anything at some point if you want to ask something. I'm just at the moment personally, I don't know so much about all this. I'm just very curious to see how the process like goes to like use Starport and try to create your own blockchain. It's kind of crazy to me. But yeah, don't hesitate to ask questions if any.
Yes, it's definitely overwhelming, but so nice to see. Hello, guys.
Hey, Tassilo. So Tassilo is actually the guy who started building the project that we're working on now, the Senf Köln. So he's basically the founder of all this. And yeah, Tassilo, are you also installing the Go stuff and the Starport?
Yes, I was. I'm about to I didn't catch it at the moment because you are installing it for Linux, right? And I will be having to download it for Mac, right?
Oh, okay.
But shouldn't be a problem.
Nah.
I just wonder,
you need help,
I can just download it in. I don't have to do it via the command line, right? I can just download the package on.
Hey, however you like to install stuff, do it that way. I mean, I'm just doing it my way, how I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so shall we continue? Any questions so far? Did the stream have any? No. Anya, do you have any? No. Good, let's go.
Take advantage. No questions. No questions asked.
Export path bin. So let's read what we actually do now, because I'm not sure. Because there is a Go path is something different. The Go path environment variable specifies the location to have your workspace. It defaults to a directory named Go inside your home directory. Home Go on Unix, okay, user profile on Windows. If you'd like to work on a different location, you'll need to set your Go path to that directory. Another common setup is Go path home. Note that Go path must not be the same path as your Go installation, okay? Because we haven't done that. The command goenv prints out the effective current Go path. So let's actually first have a look. What is our goenv? What is our current Go path? Where is it? Go path home Crusader W Go. All right. And somehow it wants that
User joined your
exported as
channel.
well. If Starport demands it, we're gonna do it. This is definitely not dangerous. Nothing can happen here. And yep, we're gonna do that as well. Actually, we should actually write those commands to our environment file now, but we're just gonna continue with this and gonna do this in a separate video. So if you are annoyed, if you will be annoyed because you have to enter those last 3 commands every time you open up your Linux environment again, there's a quick fix for it. I'm gonna make a 2-minute video about it. Alright, let's continue. Importing path. Oh my god, what do we actually have to do and why? I mean, I think we should read this. Oh boy, so much. Wait, now I forgot where I was. Okay, but I think it only asks us to set the environment variables properly. Importing paths, I don't think we need that for now. So just those 2 things. Exporting our goenv to our path and then exporting the Go path as an operating system variable that is globally reachable in the shell. Nice. So now now it wants me to check my Starport version, but I can already tell you how this ends. Starport is not installed. So let's install it. We use this command. This downloads the stuff we need to. Oh, it's already
Actually,
installing it. This is nice. Yes.
Crusader, can you maybe make it so that your commands are not at the very bottom, because it's kind of difficult? Well,
No,
but
I
actually,
use this one up here.
no, but just Draw by Nature gave the feedback that we can barely see what you do at the bottom when I'm in full screen, and I don't really know how I can fix that because I never see. When I'm in full screen, I obviously don't see my OBS. Yeah.
I'm not sure I understand what the problem is.
The problem is when I put myself in full screen.
Yeah.
But never mind. I will try to do it somehow. But I think it has nothing to do with I think it's a problem of the full screening somehow. Because when I put myself into full screen and I have to see on the other, then we don't really it's like the last line of yours is cut out or something. I'm just trying it again. No, but it cuts it out no matter what I do, it looks like. Zoom in, I would try. Or is it fine? Do you guys see it now? I think, no, I'm not sure. But I think you see it.
All right. I mean, for example, at the moment, I'm
I mean, that's what
downloading
I
it again
asked.
on the right. So I have.
So Crusader
I mean,
Benzi
I'm
says,
seeing
is
it on your screen and everything looks fine, and I see everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I mean, if you have a problem, it's not the way how Anya displays it on her computer. That's all I want to say, because her screen looks exactly like mine.
Okay, so it's just that it's at the very bottom, and yeah, okay.
Oh, move failed.
Command line very well.
Why the fuck?
Hey, Spoof!
Hey,
good to hear
how
you.
you doing, buddy?
Hi.
Hello. Nice to see you.
Why does my move fail? I tried it with sudo, but not even that helped.
It's Twitch. Yeah, it's because on Twitch it makes it. I mean, you do see it. You do see the last line on Twitch because I'm just checking it out.
Yeah.
But it's not the most comfortable area to be looking at.
Ah, that's your point. Okay.
Yeah, because because Twitch adds a little bit of a shade at the bottom, so you do see it, but it's like very uncomfortable for your eyes, so to say. Yeah, that's perfect. That should be enough. Awesome, thanks.
Only the command line or the left side as well? Yeah, no, on the left side I can scroll appropriately.
Yeah,
didn't know about the shade. Boo. Thank you, man. I love optimizing stuff. Thanks for helping. Who was that? Benzi, was it, right?
Yeah, Benzi. Very interested in 10 out of 10. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I did see, look, Draw by Nature, I am watching on my Twitch. I did see it, but it was a little bit shaded out. Benzi is right. Sudo bash. Yeah. Oh no, everything is a little bit.
Almost ready to go. I just have to do one little thing.
Ooh, I'm installed 100%.
You installed?
Yes.
Woo!
Nice, congratulations. Do you already have a Starport version, or are you only finished with Go?
Oh, thank you, Crusader, for gifting to Benzi. That's so nice. Cool.
So, okay, I have a move that fails.
May I ask? So we're writing it in Go, right? And as a person who has never wrote something in Go before, you think is it comparable to another language, or is it? Say it's comparable to Python, you said?
Go is a bit like kind of its own thing. Go got developed by Google, and it basically it takes some things of different languages and combines it in a way that, I mean, I would say it's somewhere between Python and C++. So it tries to have the powerfulness of C++, but it also doesn't expose you to the most painful things of low-level programming languages. So it does a good job there. Yeah, but I think you
Go was developed for web, or is there...
User entered your
Ooh,
channel.
I can't answer that one. Sorry. Okay, I downloaded Starport, and this should move it to the right directory. Yes.
And just one question again, Crusader, because Tassilo asked whether we were going to build it in Go. Is that so, or do we just need Go to kind of kickstart the whole thing?
We will get to that. I think at some point Starport is gonna give us. So we're gonna have to write code for Starport, and I assume we're currently setting up for the Go version of it. But I have read something that there is also a Python SDK and some other ones for Starport. But for now, we just go do it for the Go version, and then we see what we have and what we need, and if we feel like it, we can maybe even move to Python or something. If we say, hey, Go feels like a bit too much, and we just want this very basic functions, we'll figure it out. But I also expect that we get most help from the whole Cosmos team if we work with the Go version, because probably most people use that stack. So from that aspect, I think sticking with Go is our best choice.
Okay.
If that answered the question.
I just misread the title as installing Starport on macOS with Hebrew. I was like, what?
So
Oh my God.
do we have a Starport version? Oh yes, we have Starport version 0.173. Very nice.
So exciting.
So let's do the hello world. All right, there we go. Okay, typing in the command, it works. What are we actually doing? Okay, Starport, blah, blah, tutorial, blah, blah. Starport comes with a number of scaffolding commands. Okay, nice. One of these tasks, foundation of the fresh Cosmos SDK blockchain, so we don't have to write it ourselves. That's what I said. Oh. Starport scaffold chain. Okay, let's boot up a blockchain and make the hello world.
Hello world.
Hello world. So, and that's
Rust SDK? Benzi just said, now I'm curious if they have a Rust SDK. I think Rust is more like Polkadot.
There is a Rust implementation for IBC that's currently worked on. I know that much. If there will be a Rust SDK for Cosmos, I doubt it. Nothing.
Yeah, Rust
or
is
at
more
least
of
I don't remember seeing it. If you want to talk Rust, you have to go to the Polkadot ecosystem. Or Polkadot is Rust based. With the what other is there power chain framework called? Substrate.
Substrate, yeah.
I
Yeah,
ask-
and by the sorry.
Can I ask what was Starport exactly for? Is it a library or?
Starport is it's like a framework, so to say, that is built on top of the Cosmos SDK, just to make things more easy, more convenient. Like you use Vue or React for front end stuff if you don't want to type all the raw JavaScript code yourself.
Oh, it's
So
kind of a
Starport is
wrapper
basically the same for blockchain.
It's some kind of wrapper to make things easier to use. Or
Yeah. That's what it is.
And because Benzi mentioned Rust and we said, okay, that would be Polkadot, I just wanted to mention that we are a little bit diversified with our activities and at the moment very interested in the Cosmos ecosystem because it is live and functioning and working. But I guess the other top one on our list is the Polkadot/Kusama ecosystem. Kusama is basically apparently the same as Polkadot, just more as a test network and a little cousin of Polkadot, also created by the same team, etc. So I think that potentially at some point we will look into that as well. But not over the next couple of weeks or months, where we really want to get going on this project and see something potentially working. Actually, that's the aim of those sessions on Wednesday nights. It feels like there is a battle. That's because I'm missing my wine. It feels like there is a battle between Go and Rust that nobody talks about. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've heard good things about both, to be honest. I've never heard like I've just heard that Rust is supposed to be quite difficult because I'm a beginner. So I was talking about Rust because of Polkadot, and people were like, "Don't do it! You're too much of a junior." And I was like, "I was not gonna do it. Don't worry."
Yeah, but I mean, to call it a fight or a war is a bit over exaggerated. I look at it like natural languages. Some talk this, some talk that, others like that. It's just everybody should do his own thing. And I mean, looking at the numbers, which one has more adoption, and then making a competition out of it, it's freaking insane.
Yeah. Graham, evening. Good to see you. I have learned much from our session together. So yeah, thanks a lot. I've been using the $signs in the console a
So,
lot.
and exciting moment, I'm starting the Hello World.
Can you make
So
a hello stream?
Hello stream. Yes, please. So Graham says, Go and Rust both system development languages, so they overlap. There's overlap in the space they're targeting. Swings and roundabouts, pros and cons. Not necessarily a war, though, my opinion. Yep. Time to go on Google Trends to figure out. Let's do that.
And of course,
yeah. What does Google Trends say about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptos, though? Because I think Google Trends can be a good indicator. Bitcoin is moving again. What the hell? It's going up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm scaffolding this chain at the moment. So this command basically prepares me a completely functional, ready-to-use blockchain in the Hello directory, where I can stake coins. I can do a bank for fungible token transfers between accounts, and I have access to the
User joined your channel.
to the on-chain governance. And I can even use other modules. What are those other modules? For a second I had content, but then it said, no, you're going there. This page is not found. Okay. Then let's go back to here. All right. It's still scaffolding, so we can talk a bit more. Anya, entertain us.
I'm only there for that. I'm like,
tell us about NFTs. Come on, let's. Anybody
NFTs.
Who wants to talk about NFTs? Come on, guys. Because I mean,
I'm so excited about that topic.
Guys, has
he knows.
Anybody heard about Strange Clan? I mean, I saw some footage of it, but it's not for the public yet. I'm very, very sorry. You have to be a bit more sneaky and into it to see that kind of material. But they have already announced that they are working with a company called, or the product is called Passage 3D. And it's basically a software for online meetings in meeting rooms, you know, where I have an avatar.
Of context, because no one has ever heard about Strange Clan.
I mean, we're talking about NFT games, and I'm talking about Strange Clans, and I'm starting with the graphics engine, because that's what people care most about, that it looks shiny and it's awesome, and you see the grass and the sun and the mountains, and you're just like, oh, is that beautiful.
A lot of them don't even know what NFTs are.
Yeah, that's what you are here for, to make people understand of the gibberish that I talk.
Oh my god. Okay, just to give a little bit of context, it stopped scaffolding. You're done, right?
Yeah, I'm scaffolding. I'm gonna start my chain and you keep talking about NFTs. So CD Hello World, and then I start the chain.
Some of you have heard it over in... What? Sorry?
Wait, wait up for me. I can't. I'm not getting there.
Oh, where are you at? The Hello World?
Where do you need help? Yeah,
at
also
the
same to everybody. If
scaffolding.
you need help, come in the chat. If you're only watching the recording, write me in Discord. Write me under my gamer tag Crusader W. Look for Crusader W and Crowfall, and you'll find me. Yes. And what's your problem?
So I was scaffolding, and it
Yep.
gave me an error, missing X cron at.
Yeah, that's gonna be the fun part when we have to install missing dependencies. But I might get to that point as well, because I'm just installing dependencies, and your error message sounds like a dependency install error.
Invalid active developer path.
Oh, did you set
Yeah.
the goenv environment variables properly?
What step was that?
That was a little link that you had to follow. It was back in install.
Yeah, but I did that.
Here, the set properly part.
No, actually, I think I didn't do that.
Yeah, basically you open that, and then you do those two steps. This one and that one.
Developers need NFT love too. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I'm so oof. When we start talking about NFTs, I'm like, oh my god, there's so many things happening. We can do so many crazy things. Today, when we were having a bit of a walk just to get some air and move a bit.
Ooh, yes, the chain wants access to the internet. Yes, yes.
Oh,
yes.
Nice. You're allowing it?
Of course. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Woohoo! Cosmodress with mnemonic. Here, guys, those are my mnemonics. Please write them down. Steal my test funds.
Please
One
do
question
that.
again about this O path link that was in this ensure the Go environment variables are set properly. Is it this export, these two exports that you have to do?
Both export functions, yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool. What can I do now? Okay, now we can maybe look at the let's look at the blockchain directory structure. Like what directories do we have? What's in there? I mean, now we basically started the chain, and it didn't take us that long, right? And that's one thing that I was aiming for the most, that you just have a system that is super easy to set up. You don't need much knowledge. You just need a couple of commands that are, and do the little things and tweaks. But basically, after half an hour, you just have your first blockchain running, and you're just like, huh, okay, I can do the basic functions now. And now we build on top of that. But I wanted that quick, that quick feeling of success. Okay, we made a blockchain run. Now let's continue. Okay. So, come on, stop it. Stop running.
Hey, Graham. Good to see you in there.
Exit. Exit working. Oh, do we really have to kill you?
Just a little question on the side.
No.
It's actually not directly related to blockchain, but to the stream. My stream quality of what I see, the video quality from Discord is not that great. Do you know what it could be related to?
Yeah, Discord's video quality is not that great.
Okay. No, so then fine.
No.
Okay, then we know. Then we can brainstorm on how to do this better in the future. All good. You can keep going.
I might be able to reduce my latency on YouTube a little bit. Okay, but let's see here. So the first one is the app directory. Let's go in there. Let's have a look there. Okay, we have an app Go, we have an export Go, and a Genesis Go. Those are files that wire together the blockchain. The most important is the app Go that contains type definitions of blockchains and functions. So yeah, export and Genesis. We're just gonna leave those, and we're probably gonna work in the app.go. Command are main packages responsible for the CLI to compile binary, so we probably won't be interested in that. Docs documentation. By default, an API spec is generated. Yeah, so this, let's check out how useful that is at some point. I like online docs more than the ones on here. Proto-protocol buffer files describing a data structure. Okay. Test util for testing. Oh, who likes testing here?
Well, I'm trying to learn it, but
Yeah. I mean, a dedicated tester is always nice, but until then, I mean, what we can also do is that I introduce you a little bit to the practice of test-driven development. So you write a test first, and then you make a problem that you write a program that solves the problem that you described in the test. And if you do it in very small steps, it's very easy, and you have very good tests. And oh, Bansi, nice.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, Bansi. Then if you have everything running and you keep working with us, maybe you can take care a bit about what do the tests look like, and go over some tests also of other people, review them, see if you can improve them and stuff. If you want to. Everybody, you are a test engineer. Oh, okay. Yeah, then you can help us how to engineer our tests, and maybe you can do a session on test-driven development because you seem far more qualified.
well, in that case, I have a question.
Yeah.
So do you work with Cypress? Oh my god. I need a lot of Cypress love at the moment. I want to learn it so badly,
But
but
I have to say the most problems we had recently was not Cypress related. It was sometimes
yeah, but it's set. I mean, actually, the Firebase thing. I mean, it's still kind of yeah. I mean,
yeah,
you
that's
still
true.
need to know the Firebase thing, and then the other thing with viewport. Actually, the major blocks, because the thing that we had this morning, it was more of an understanding of code, which I'm not that good at. So, but like the major blocks we've had, I think that if you know Cypress very well, it probably helps a lot to kind of move forward. I would think.
Okay. So we also looked a bit at the structure. I mean, Vue here, Vue 3 web app template front end, Cosmos SDK. This is basically what Starport runs on. This is still the Cosmos SDK, which is written in Go. And a configuration YAML. Yeah, we're probably going to have to look into that as well when we get closer to thinking about how to put this thing live. So let's start the chain again. What? Oh yeah, wrong directory.
Coucou, code freeze, salut. On fait du blockchain là.
Can I ask something else?
Yes, of course, anytime.
I know a little bit about blockchain and where
Nice.
the data gets saved, the chain itself. Is it some kind of in an object-oriented database, or how the chains got where are they saved?
Well, that depends a bit on the chain itself with the data structure, but the physical storage are the nodes. So you can imagine this like a insanely high duplicated database. So you just have but the fun thing is all of them are basically the node who owns the current block is kind of like the master node, and all the other nodes are slave nodes. If you are a bit familiar with how good do you
Okay.
know databases and stuff, and the architecture,
Yeah,
and especially when you scale them out.
I know document-oriented and table based databases.
Okay. Yeah, so on a structural level, every chain basically has his own way how to structure things. Usually it's transactions, which is the smaller portion, so an individual transaction. So I can do one transaction, and this transaction gets endorsed in a block. And those blocks get generated over time by the validators. And then it basically ties back into the thing that I'm talking about with mining and staking and the coin and what are the nodes and who is the master and who is the slave. But if you keep having questions, just maybe try to ask specific questions, and then I'll try to answer those, and maybe just drop some words about some other aspects that we can talk about over time. We'll get there. It's a lot to digest if you want to understand it all, but if you start at the parts where it's interesting, it's absolutely manageable. In half a year, you are gonna be quite okay to have a discussion about any aspect of blockchains if we really do this every week and talk about it for 2-3 hours.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say, Benzi, that's pretty awesome test stack, and Graham, also cool that you've been doing it for so long. I wanted to thank Graham again because he has been passing by on our morning streams that are much more beginner friendly, because we are beginners. More like, and I just wanted to thank you guys for your help, all those involved, and yeah, just saying, we do a lot of in the morning. We do a lot of I guess from 9 to 1 p.m. approximately. Most weekdays, not all of them, but most weekdays, we do some pair programming, and we try and work on React, Cypress, and using Firebase. And we've been trying to write tests, but it's not always easy. So for sure, any help is always appreciated. Thanks. Big shout out again to you, to Graham, and anyone who helps ever around here.
Very nice. You're seeing what I see? I just checked the balance of Alice, and she has quite a good amount staked and 20,000 tokens.
Where can I do that?
When your blockchain is running, you go to localhost :1317. And then you can use several functions. I mean, here I just used the get function for balances, and if you scroll further down, you get all kinds of queries that you can now do on the blockchain.
Oops. Thank God this is always hidden. Where would I do that? Streamer mode? Enable streamer mode, is that better? Not sure.
I usually have it on, but I don't really know what it does.
Let's see if it's better there. Because apparently Benzi said there's like a better text readability stream quality setting, but I'm just wondering, where would that be? Video, voice and video.
And you're looking for that now while we're running a blockchain?
Yeah, sorry. Look for that. Sorry. Mao.
So you're back with us, huh?
Yes.
So Anya, yeah, the blockchain is running. What are we doing next?
So yeah, so that's the question. It's running. Now this is a big. So I guess when I was working with, trying to work a little bit with Ethereum, so the way I would go about it is, of course, I didn't need like the Ethereum blockchain, or like I didn't need my own blockchain. I had the Ethereum blockchain. So I would right away start with programming smart contracts, right? Well, after I set up my whole testing environment with a local blockchain and everything. So so how does that work now? Like, so first of all, do you have to Do you have to kind of set specific stuff up, like how you want your blockchain to work and everything? Like, what are even the options?
Who are you asking?
But I'm asking you.
Me. So I mean, with the setup, I'd say if we have this Starport chain ready, we can either start playing around in that particular app. I think that's probably best for learning purposes. Just start on that Starport chain where we just do stuff quick and dirty and maybe get the proof of concepts running. And then we do a clean chain where we do it basically again. I mean, we can decide the point where we abandon the old one and we migrate it to the new one, and then we build a rather clean chain which is very minimalistic, and we can cherry pick old commits from the old chain where we then basically just take certain feature overs, but we leave all the garbage behind from the example stuff that we don't need anymore. So that's like the general structural approach, how I would do it. And before we start coding, I would rather talk about a bit what particular problem we want to solve on Senf.
Okay,
And
just
then about
one.
ideas how we can solve it. And we also have to talk about how are we gonna organize and structure this in between us, and where do we document all the stuff that we do.
Just one thing, because the quality is a little bit annoying. I mean, including for myself of what's on your screen. It seems to be on your end as the person streaming that to Discord that you can select this better text readability setting.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you for
Okay.
letting me know.
Thanks,
Has somebody
Benzi.
said where I can find it?
I guess in
Let's
your
pull this-
streaming
I
setting.
think when you start the stream, you can select the solution and some other options before you start.
Ah,
Okay.
yes, okay. I was frame rate 30, smoother video, better text readability.
Awesome.
Go
Better
live.
text readability.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Benzi, awesome. You rock. Merci.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that looks very, very sharp. I can see
Okay.
My
something.
eyes were hurting so much.
Now you all know how it is to wear glasses or to not wear glasses when you need them.
Oh my god, it's like a world open to us. Okay. Now you can go.
Amazing. Wow. Okay. So let's start from the beginning.
Can we redo all this, please?
Yeah, please roll back everything and we start from zero.
Oh, no. Are you shitting me?
Oh my god. Actually, we could make a session one day. It doesn't have to be anytime
Nah, I mean,
soon, but
on my video, it's fine when people watch it again. And of course, if you got stuck
yeah, on
somewhere,
YouTube.
just speak up. Yeah. If you're
Crusader's
not
gonna
on
have
YouTube,
it on YouTube.
I mean, if you're supporting her, not me, if you're not
User
supporting
disconnected
us
from your
both, and
channel.
just actually her sound is on me as well. No, but no, don't want to steal any viewers. No, I'm mostly concerned about the video that when people watch it in the future, so they see, okay, I can execute this, and then they guys had trouble. But all right, very nice. Yeah, since you
everyone
can
is-
now read things, I would say we talk a bit about one of the three things that I just mentioned. So how do we organize ourselves?
Yeah.
Who's gonna create the repository? Should I host that one? Actually, that might not be a bad idea. But before we set all that up, I mean, I can do that in a quiet hour and then just tell you, okay, this is it, and then onboard all of you. I'm most keen to talk about architecture, of course, like what problem do we want to solve how do we solve it? What tools does Cosmos give us that we can use? So basically, mostly digging through the documentation. I mean, if somebody else, what were the other things? Yeah, how do we organize ourselves? I think that's probably the most important for starters. So we can have a structure, we can communicate with issues. I mean, I would even be up to do it very minimalistic and say, hey, we don't need more planning than meeting every week and discuss everything on the fly. This is a bit more header style, but that's the way how I like it. If at some point you guys say, hey, it might be good to have a bit more structure, just always bring it up and then we do it. I'm gonna even help set it up and like carry the structure out to you. I like to do it as well if it's necessary, but if it's not necessary, I think it's an unnecessary overhead. If that's cool with everybody. What do you guys say? I mean, at least the ones in Discord. And also, if you want to join us here for developing, jump into Discord. So, Bansi, you are in Discord, right? If I understood that correctly, you just have a different name, or is somebody
No,
else?
I think no, I think we have Graham and Spoof here, but I don't think we have Benzi in the
Okay.
Discord.
Yeah, and anyhow, if you wanna do this with us, jump into the Discord of Arc Anya, and we can do this.
Yeah, just to recapitulate a little bit from the context. So we are trying to do this for the application Senf.Köln, which is a web app that is for the citizen participation in the city of Köln in Germany, which is open source and non-profit or not for profit. And and we over the next couple of weeks, regularly on Wednesdays, that would be the idea that we always move a step forward.
1930, right?
Yeah, 7:30 GMT
7:30.
+2.
Woohoo!
Exactly. And so just for you to know, I mean, it's probably best, Crusader, if you set up a repository for that, because it would be probably good if you go over pull requests and stuff, or like,
Will do.
at least have a. And once this is live, of course, anyone would be like welcome to contribute or mess around with or fork or whatever. And that's why it's called a bit of a workshop. Eventually, just to explain to you a little bit, so the first step that we'd really like to implement over the next couple of weeks is having the voting system work with our blockchain, the voting system, at least in a test environment. And I guess like going towards a more ambitious step one day, I don't know when, but that would be like the follow-up, would be the idea that you could even like, I think, is it the one with the budget and the donations? I guess you could like donate for a certain project if you would wish to.
I
and
think
then it would be
that's the first feature I would go for, because you can just do that with tokens and
before voting.
for voting.
I thought you would want to put the voting system on a blockchain first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it, let's wait and see which one is easier.
Okay, sure. So
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead. Ask.
No, I just have one question about blockchain again. I feel little bit stupid about it.
No,
but,
please ask them all, because there are so many people who are watching who have the exact same questions. It's you're helping us by asking questions. Thank you, man.
I am thinking if you have a normal database, tables or document orientated,
Yeah.
you can query exactly one item, maybe by ID or some index. But when you want the last entry in the blockchain and you do a query, do you have to get all to all to the through the complete chain, or to get the last item maybe in the
The
chain?
chain has features to give you information about certain addresses and also about certain transactions. So a transaction is basically like one piece of data, and an account is all the information that is tied to one private key, which belongs usually to a person. So it's more like it's you have to leave behind your thinking how relational data is structured. Like blockchain is completely different structured in where what the concerns the data. It's
That's the
structured
problem.
in accounts and in addresses. Well, it's not a problem. It depends what you want to do with it. For some use cases, relational databases are great, but for the stuff that we want to do is, we want to do voting on stuff that is made by or done by or decided by municipalities. And we also want to have a voting system. You want to make sure that that one is clear and transparent. You don't care if your data structure is relational or not, in my opinion.
The only use case I really know about blockchain is maybe in the finance world, in bank management and something like this.
Oh, the
Well,
use cases are infinite. You don't have much use cases as long as you still think centralized. But once you start thinking decentralized, blockchain makes sense all over the board. It gives you much more transparency. It gives you much more regulatory control in terms of a good overview. Like it's much harder to conceal and to hide things once you start using blockchain technology for a lot of stuff. But
so
yeah.
just again, like for the regular web app or whatever, it will probably most of the time like not make sense, or I mean, it really depends what it is doing and stuff. But yeah, of course, when you think about blockchain, you gotta think about the values of trust and transparency. And if that is very important in what you're doing, then potentially you have a good use case for blockchain. If not, forget about it, because then it's overkill. Yeah, and there's definitely, even with blockchain, of course, not everything will be run on a blockchain. That would be that would not be like
That would, on
even
the
the
other
aim
hand,
of
be
it.
overkill again. Yeah.
No, so
It's just
you
a new technology that got added to the toolkit of what we already have. All the old technologies, they all have their use, and in some cases it makes sense to just add blockchain to the package.
And I think I think the Senf.Köln is actually the perfect example. So you have to
Yeah,
think about the
yeah.
project in hybrid mode, actually. That there are some bits and parts that make sense that they're kind of decentralized, and others just don't. So I would say for the Senf.Köln project, that was one of the that was one of the do you want to say something?
I want to say something. I mean, we're definitely going to keep our Firebase for all the also
Yeah.
privacy sensitive data. I mean, this is but we're going to use blockchain for some very tiny bits, just the voting and
Maybe for the
yeah.
comments, and
No,
the
the
votes.
comments we're gonna use it for the voting and maybe the discussions of the voting, because I have the idea of recycling the governance options of the chain for the commenting and the voting on the Senf.Köln.
I didn't understand that, Crusader. What did you say?
Akustisch oder inhaltlich?
No. Content-wise.
Okay.
You recycle what? You want to recycle something?
The Cosmos blockchains have a governance functions where people can write proposals how they wanna they use it to decide how to evolve the blockchain, to make new patches, to add new features and stuff. And I would like to recycle that and basically make proposals. Every proposal is going to be a new project on senf.köln. And then people can vote on those. And the chain will give us the opportunity to set, I think you can set a time frame. So let's say this petition or this voting is open for 2 months, and then everybody who has coins staked on the chain can vote on those proposals. Or no, wait, the validators have to vote. Isn't it like that, Anja? The validators vote.
I think it's the validators. And here we go, guys. That's also one reason why we want to do this project step by step and everything, because even though like the rough concepts, we kind of understand them or like think we grasp most of or like a good part of it, but then putting that into practice is a whole new like a different world. So yeah, the validators normally.
And
But
I mean, then some problems we will get solved, but then we will run into new problems, and we will just use Cosmos and learn, and then we have to figure out how we get around the problems, how we keep solving them.
Yep, absolutely. And I think it's more of a little bit of an adventure, but one we are very much looking forward, because we just see so much value in understanding these things like now and early, and helping to develop the whole, I guess, community and blockchain sphere. When it comes to Zenf, so for me, clearly voting system, blockchain, yes. Then kind of having the blockchain play the role of a trust fund in a way is very convenient in my idea, in a way that you decide to donate for a project. So let's say you want to have more benches in a park, and you decide that you're going to be very generous and donate $50 for that. In reality, if you would do that proposal to the local administration, it would be kind of a pain. If you say you would donate that, but they actually don't know if you will really donate that and whatever, or if you donate it on a platform and the project doesn't go through, then those funds kind of have to get managed and like sent back to you, etc., etc.
Yeah.
If you do that on the blockchain, well, there's gonna be that smart contract or something that says, yeah, I'm gonna block those tokens, those atom or whatever you're paying in. I don't know. This is also something that we will have to figure out. I'm gonna block those, and if proposal passes, it will be released to the address of the local administration, which of course is not going to happen soon because they don't have a wallet address for that. So I know that I'm leaving a little bit in the future, but okay, we will roll with it. And if not, I will just give those funds back to every single address that provided the funds, and that's pretty amazing because no one has to administratively take care of all this. And if the project doesn't go through, it just didn't happen.
It's determined to happen. It takes away so much pain. Also, hey guys, I mean, with that kind of stuff, what we can do on Senf, imagine how we could revolutionize the whole donation industry.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess the last thing that we had thought about was deploying the website to the decentralized web. That's also something.
Yeah, on Akash.
But
cool.
all of these things don't majorly touch your database. So I mean, all the rest would still be on Firebase because
we're still gonna have the Firebase, and I think except for the voting itself, or maybe for the raised hands, I mean, we'll probably even leave that feature in for people to leave a vote if they don't have a blockchain account yet. But I think we're gonna make it a dual system, just adding a new button for the blockchains, maybe adding some coins or just a different icon, or I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, so any more questions?
Tassilo wanted to say something.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, like, it sounds so amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very experimental, and some bits and parts you've already heard, we will probably not be able to implement it fully because it would require the local administration, and I can't see the city of Köln being where they are, having their own like Cosmos wallet or whatever, Kepler wallet. I don't think this is going to happen for that, trust fund kind of thing. But probably some other local cities and administrations do, because there's a few out there that are like already very advanced when it comes to the whole blockchain world and cryptocurrency. So that could be something where you say, look, we have this project and it would be deploy ready, but our city is just not as far. Would you want to play around with it? It's open source, it's for free. Just do it. We would be delighted.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if we find a city that uses that's gonna be big. That's gonna be very cool.
I mean, Zug could be a candidate or whatever. I mean, in the end, we don't know, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Okay, one other thing that I would like to mention is when you boot up that blockchain, when the first time you start it up, you're gonna get the account for Alice and the mnemonic phrase, and the same for Bob. You wanna copy paste that to a text file so you have those addresses ready and can do stuff.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, it's a pain.
At some point, you will have to add those mnemonic phrases to your wallet to do transactions and stuff. So we're gonna get into that, but it's gonna be fun. I mean, we're gonna do so much together on all the Wednesdays. We're gonna install the Kepler wallet, do some simple transactions, see that we actually have a balance and stuff, and go into all the basic features, and then slowly but surely we're gonna write some code and see if we can get something done. I'm getting a bit tired. Maybe if you, Anya, wanna do something or have a nice idea, we can do that. But otherwise, I would just also.
Oh, I just wanted to wrap this up for Zenf to basically, so you are going to set up a repository.
Yes.
Up until next week or right before next week, I guess, or something like that. And otherwise, Tassilo, if you think that this is a good format, then we could just keep it to those Wednesdays. No extra work except for people who just want to do stuff outside, and make progress weekly on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Sounds really great.
Awesome. Yeah.
I mean,
so it's going to be slow and steady.
And if you're here and you want to join us on the whole coding stuff, drop back by next week. I say that's also a good time where we set up where we onboard everything on the Git repository. So I'm gonna.
And then I just had this idea to wrap up like those sessions and just make a nice end. That maybe every time we could present something that we're quite fascinated about in the blockchain world, just one gem. And you've been talking about NFT games. You've dropped Strange Clans, Pipapo. Do you want to show that quickly? Like maybe 5 minutes,
yes,
not more.
We can have a look at Strange Clans. Absolutely.
Just so that we wrap up that session with a little bit of enthusiasm and vision for the blockchain / NFT / whatever world. Because we talk about it a lot. We are very fascinated, and we just want to share the love.
Amazing idea. So, check. I guess the best is to. Oh, they have a YouTube channel. Actually, I haven't checked out the YouTube channel. What? Oh, okay.
Awesome YouTube channel. I love it. It's maybe not that thingy, right? I think you should go on their Twitter. That's the most. That's the safest bet.
Twitter. So strange clan.
Yep.
So this is strange clan, and basically here they announced that they also gonna have land-based NFTs, so you can buy land in this game.
Can you maybe start at the beginning? Like, what is Strange Clan even?
It's an NFT game.
Based on what?
On
Cosmos
NFTs.
ecosystem.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so guys.
Anya, do you maybe want to explain it?
No, but you're just throwing into like
So you want
everyone
me to
knows.
explain it the way you would explain it?
No.
Well, look, this is cool. You can buy land and yeah.
What is it?
Clan is a simulator to buy things and stuff like that, or?
It's a game, and basically the characters and the land in it are NFTs. So I hope
Show some characters, for instance.
This is the
Do
mount.
this.
This is the mount you can use. Here you can see the cat and the goat. Those are characters you can get, or the red panda and the owl.
Okay, pause.
Yeah.
So those pause in full screen. Thank you. When I say pause, I really mean pause.
I mean pause.
So those are gonna be NFTs. So what does that mean? It means
the
that
characters. This means you're gonna own those characters.
Yeah, and what can you do when you own characters?
That is not completely sure yet.
But
I mean,
theoretically,
in most other NFT games, you first of all you need to have access to a character to play the game at all. Yeah.
Yep.
And I could imagine some things that, like, if you say, hey, I really like the game, I support it, I'm gonna get 3 or 5 characters, or I don't know, maybe you won't mint it and you can choose what you get, but maybe you mint a character and it will just throw something random at you. So a crocodile, you have races, so the characters, and also different classes. But I think they haven't announced the classes yet. So and
User joined
I
your
could
channel.
even imagine, like, this is just me speculating, that the game basically, you say you mint a character and then it just gives you something with random stats, with random class race combination, and you can either decide to play with this character yourself or to sell it. You know, like if I want to play an alligator warrior, and I might just have to mint some NFTs and sell some of them to some people who want to play the class that I rolled, and I can buy the alligator warrior off somebody else. So I think there could be, or there probably will be, some trading with characters, and people will want to have specific things. And I think it's also in the first round it's going to be restricted to something like 512 characters that will be
User
minted.
left your channel.
And then people have to deal with what they have and trade until everybody is somewhat happy. Yeah, that's one thing. And then we have the land. So you can also, land is also going to be an NFT. So you can buy land, and how I understand it, you can cultivate this land. So maybe farming or other types of leveling it up, or allow players to do farming on your land, or give players content to create. Like, you can maybe have a land where there is a wolf cave, and then people can go there and fight the wolves and get XP and valuable items or other in-game currency. So there are not much details known yet, but it all looks very well. So I really like the art style. I also really love that it's built on the COSMOS ecosystem, because they
I think it's deployed with Akash as well.
Yeah, it runs on Akash, Akash
So,
and COSMOS.
Akash being decentralized cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's we are basically able to watch right now how, let's say, gaming includes more and more of, let's say, real life economics as well, and systems with their NFT, with the of NFTs. And I think that's one part that excites us a lot about that is, of course, we're thinking a few steps further and maybe down the road, 10 years, 20 years from now, but how like kind of gaming will have more realistic elements in it, like related to tokenomics, NFTs, everything. Potentially, you will
Absolutely.
be
Yep.
able. Potentially, you will be able to really earn a good living by gaming, really, because you're a streamer, not because you're a content creator, but just because you're strategic and you have land and you have resources and
Yeah, I mean
whatever,
they
and then
call it earn to play. It's like the opposite to pay to win.
yeah, and that's a little bit down the road. We don't know yet if that game, how far this game will go, but I think it for us it's just a little bit of a training ground. So that's one side of the thing. But we also think a lot about how the world, like the real life, will incorporate more and more of gaming elements. When you think, for instance, augmented reality, and there the technology is a little bit, you still have to wait a couple of years probably to have those like glasses or whatever it's going to be, so that you kind of can see stuff like in augmented reality. But you will definitely be able, I'm sure, to have, your, of course, Pokemon Go was an example and stuff, but imagine having glasses or whatever where you can switch channels, kind of like with a radio, and you decide to go on the specific channel where people play certain game, or people are part of a certain community. So let's say you are I guess let's say you're a fan of Pokemons and you have caught your Pokemons and you kind of always want to have your Pikachu running next to you. Well, you can switch to that channel and then you can see your friends that also have their Pokemons and also a fan of that and of that community. When you walk around in the city and stuff, you can identify them very quickly and do stuff and whatever, and I mean the
Imagine
possibilities
meeting
are.
somebody on the street and then asking him for a duel, like on the street, and you send those Pokemons around, and then old people walk by and think you're completely crazy.
And actually, the concept of NFTs makes it much more appealing because, in a way, like the way we've seen it so far is basically you have that Pikachu, but someone else could have the same Pikachu, could have copied it or whatever, whichever. NFT brings that concept of originality, uniqueness, and ownership to the digital world, which is still hard to grasp, I think, for many of us. But it's like similar. It's a little bit similar to Mona Lisa. Of course, there are many copies of Mona Lisa. Yes, for sure, and some of them look so alike that we, like, if we're not experts, and even sometimes experts get duped, but we as non-experts, we wouldn't even see a difference. So why is it that I pay so much an entry to go into a museum and check out Mona Lisa when I could just hang Mona Lisa in my house and I wouldn't even see the difference? It's the concept of originality and uniqueness. And even though at the moment it looks ridiculous to apply that to the digital world where stuff is easily copied and everything, I can assure you that we as humans seem to be so attracted to that it will have a huge appeal. And the fact that you have maybe a Pokemon, but this Pokemon has been specifically created this and that way, or by, I don't know, maybe it's a special Pokemon that has special design features and has been created by a special artist who is very renowned in the community. And that's the one. This is the one, and all the rest would be only copies. Then yeah, all of a sudden, as weird as it sounds now, but I think it's gonna happen. You will have a translation of this uniqueness kind of feeling
It
into
will
the
happen.
digital world.
It will happen.
Yeah. So that was just a glimpse into those crazy ideas that we have around that. And
I wanted to say one more thing about Strange Clan. Like I said, they're doing it with Passage 3D is the The bridge, it's you actually for online meeting rooms, like where you are like you have like little platters running around with your face in it,
User
and you can
disconnected
actually
from your
meet.
channel.
And I just looked at the demo 1 minute footage, what you can do graphically with this engine, and the world looks beautiful, man. I think what they need to do is they have to use the assets that the engine has, build a couple of templates for different types of lands, and get the characters in, get animations for the characters, work a bit on the abilities that they all have, and I hopefully will get into the alpha, and when I played that, then I also know more about the game and if it's a good one to get into, because if they do good work, and I think the Cosmos system is in general very undervalued and at the moment, so I have a very, very good gut feeling about this game, and I'm usually good with gut feelings about stuff.
Not financial advice, I want to say at this stage.
No. This is just me telling you about my gut feeling. I mean, who takes a random guy's from the internet's gut feeling as financial advice, right?
Graham says, intriguing stuff. Hopefully I'll be back next Monday. Do we know the URL for this new repo yet? Mr. Crusader.
For the blockchain stuff?
Yep.
Oh, well, actually, before I make a new repo, I mean, but I guess the senf.köln website will communicate with the blockchain over some sort of API, huh? I have no idea how that works. But
What?
yeah, for the prototype stuff, I'll make up a repository, but I'm not gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it maybe tomorrow, sometime this week, and then I will send you the link in the Slack and in Anya's Discord. And if you DM me, I'm also gonna send it to you too. And then everybody who's missing it, we're gonna get onboarded next week on the stream. Same time,
Yeah.
same spot.
And it's gonna be regularly, plus Crusader is filming it and putting it on his YouTube, so there will be the videos in any case. Plus Graham, of course, I mean, if you hang out sometimes on the co-working stream anyways, as soon as the repo is there, I should know, and I can definitely share for sure. Cool.
I'm gonna put the link to my YouTube channel just in your chat as well, so if you wanna,
yeah, sure, so that anyone can have a look at
stay up to date there. So yeah, so whenever you wanna check some videos, you can check
and
them
don't
there.
worry, his video should not hurt your eyes because he had good quality all along.
Oh yeah, I had good quality.
So
where are you?
If you're interested in Crowfall, check out my website.
where am I?
Come on. Where's your tab? There it is. So this is my YouTube channel. Please leave a sub. It's always nice to grow the subs with the YouTubes and shit.
Yeah, he's talking about the YouTube subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It was super good for me personally. I think I'm very excited that we already did that first steps with Starport. I'm very happy to share the enthusiasm with blockchain. And yeah, so I guess see you either on the co-working stream or see you next week, I guess. If anyone wants to say something, now is the time, and otherwise we will say good evening, good night, good afternoon, good morning.
Exactly. Good evening, good night, good afternoon.